Alright, here's the walk around on our fodder system, the manual fodder system. This is our research and development model. We've had this for several years. A little bit of background: I've been dabbling with sprouting grain since the early 1990s, when I lived in northern Minnesota. I wanted to raise fresh grass year-round for my dairy goats. And so it's just continued until we have today. This is our research, R&D model here. I have four tiers high. This system has been rebuilt a few times because we keep modifying and changing things. The irrigation is automatic. You can see the electro valve that controls the irrigation. We use the mimicking of rain for the irrigation. I found these tips, the rainbird style tip. I'll turn it on here in just a minute and let it go through a cycle of the irrigation. So in 6 days it takes it takes grain. The lighting isn't very good here, but hopefully you can see. It takes the grain from day 1, goes through the cycling, and up to day 6, where we have fresh grass and it's just water. That's all we use for inputs, structured water. I'll run it through an irrigation cycle here. I have a timer here on an outlet. Okay. I'll stand out here so you can get a view of it. Can you see the irrigation there? Not really well. So here, you can see that well or not. I'm still learning how this doggone camera works. Maybe I'll go down here, get a little better view maybe. Maybe not. So I'm trying to mimic rain. The closest to rain as we can get. Seems to be a very critical piece. A lot of other systems on the market, they have flood irrigation, and although it works, I don't think it works near as effective as these sprinklers that mimic rain. Hey, let's see if we can get an eye now. Is any better? Maybe a little bit. Anyhow, on this system we have 8-foot trays. They're 12 inches wide by 8 foot long. We don't use 8-foot long trays anymore. They're just too heavy. We have younger people, smaller people than I, and that's because the tray will get up over 100 pounds and it's just too hard to manage. Our drainage here is a cascading drain with just one drain on the bottom. You see here the cutaway pipe on the bottom. And then we have filter material on the end of the trays to keep the seed on the tray. Boy, this lighting really sucks. Keep the seed on the tray. And the water falling, cascading evenly across the front. Kind of see how that works. And because we are in a building without a decent drain, we have a drain pan with a pump pumping it out. We've had this system in operation for over 3 years now with many modifications. Working all the bugs out. We do use a fiberglass frame. We find that the best. Wood is not good framing. It has a very high tendency to encourage mold growth. We don't use metal. We've gone away from metal framing as well. You have rust and other problems when it comes in contact with the water, and then the mold also around metal is still an issue. Let me stand back a little bit and you can kind of get a little better view. And we do have lights only on the top row because this system only puts out 3 trays a day. Again, this is just our research and development system, working all the bugs out of different theories before we actually implement them in a larger system. You see that there's hardly any splatter on the floor with this cascading drainage system. Makes it very, very easy to control the mold, because most of the systems have a drain on each level to clean and for mold, potential mold growth. Well, in this, it's just a drain on the bottom, or actually in our other systems, they actually use the floor for a drain. And it's very easy to clean, a lot less issues with mold. We have hardly any mold problems with this system. As you know, we need fungus or mold for the grain to germinate. And so it's really a controlling the environment so the mold doesn't get out of hand. Because without any mold, you have low or no germination. So in this system, we've worked most of the bugs out to control the mold and to control the germination. I'll be showing you more of our systems here over time. But anyhow, you can see the density of the grass. This is going to get fed today. See, we have fairly decent size grass. About 8 pounds of fresh grass per square foot of tray on average. I find this to be a lot better than hay for the animals, a lot more nutritionally dense. The animals seem to grow on it. We have 4 and 5 generations of pigs now. We've been raising on fodder solely with hay optional. Very little grain, just a minor, less than 10% of their diet is grain. And that's really to get the supplements into their systems, the minerals, the digestive age enzymes. And the fodder is the majority of their diet. And the butchers all compliment us on the darkness of the meat, the tenderness of the meat. They say the quality of the meat is, they've never seen it before. So anyhow, I'm happy with this. Here's again, another shot. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.